Welcome back, and we're getting ready to add the doors and our windows to our first floor. And we're getting ready to get started with that. And I want to show you something here. We've got down here content, doors and windows for the house, and these are going to be things that we'll load up a little bit later into our software. So this is what we're going to do. Let's jump in there and take a look at it. I'll click on this windows and doors, and let's blow that up a little bit. I'm hitting Control plus to blow it up. And if you'll notice, there's windows. These are our windows, and these are our measurements. And windows are always measured to the center, of course, and then the exteriors to the outside exterior edge. The interior walls are to the center. Okay, and we see here these windows says 45 on those. If you look up here, here's the symbol 45. These are double hung windows with trim of 36 by 72. Okay. We can look at, and looks like that's about all the windows that's in here. So it's quite a bit of windows, big windows. The next one to look at is some of our doors. Here's our garage doors. Number 1, overhead sectional flush, 120-inch by 84 door. Single flush, 36 by 80 is these number 2s here. Y'all see that? Double raised with side lights. That'll be a big porch. So it's a double door with side lights. It means it's got glass on the sides of it. Here's a slide door. We got bifold door right here. And we also got 7 and 8. Right here is 7, and you can't really see it. It's way up there. You can't really tell much about it. And right here, but those are openings or elliptical arches right here, and this is the measurement to the center of those. This one, it's not showing that well here, but it's coming 4'6" to the center of it. These right here, the 8s, there's 2 of them. They're lined right up together. They're 4'6" to the center of those, and they're 60 inches wide by 84 tall. 36 by 84 is number 7. So that's how you kind of get the idea and how to read this. And these are just tags that tells you exactly what your doors and windows are. So I've printed a copy of this out, but I'll still take and I'll throw this to the side just like I have before. And I'll go in there and I'll grab my Revit again and I'll sling it to the side. So when you start putting these things in, there's a few things that we got to understand. We go back here and look. Again, remember I had all these loaded up. Now, Revit has a library built into it that has these things as well, but it's pretty simple to put this stuff in, like on your little cabin you done. It's the same process. What I want to do here is I'll go into Window, and you see how there's some already put in here. There is a double hung window. We're going to put in number 45, the 36 by 72. We do have a 36 by 72, but it's fixed with trim, and I'm not seeing what I want, so I've got to load it up. Now, in this software, you can come over here and hit Load Family, and you can go in here and look for windows, and they will be there. And there's all kinds of windows that's built into this, and you can probably find what you're looking for in there. But what I want to do, I want to use what we have in here, what I've sent to you. Now, you can do this. We can come in here and find that window, which is the double hung window with trim. So I just right click on this and I want to save target as, and I want to put it, I don't know, I'll put it on my desktop and save. Now I can open this up, and there's a couple ways to bring this stuff in. You can actually open it up just like I just did, and check out this. If you got your software open with a project, you can hit Load into Project and close. And now that window, you see how it's loaded in now? Let's see where it's at. Double hung window with trim. That's one way of doing it. Or you could have hit load family here. You have to be in the windows or doors. You can hit load family, and then you can go through and just find it here. Go to your desktop, so on and so forth, and load it in. Either way, but this one takes 36 or 36 by 72. So you just write down 36 to 72, and just basically go in here and zoom in. And I've got this sheet in front of me right now, and you just go in and start plopping them in. There's a couple on this side, and again, you want this section here to be, wider than this, because here's the actual window. So just start putting those windows in, and I always just put them in before I start trying to do the measurements or anything on it. There's one right here. There's two right over in here somewhere. There's three over here. And if I do put them in the wrong way like that, just click on it and you can flip it like that. And then window over here, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to put all this stuff in. I just want to show you how to do it. But like up here, we start dimensioning these things. Again, click on it. This would go all the way to the exterior, and it should be 12,3. The next one, if you click on it, from the center of it to the center over here is going to be 3 foot 6. So 3,6, just like that. And that's how you get those measurements in. So hit annotate, align, and I want to put face of core. I hit that, and see, it's not hitting exactly where I want it to. Wall faces. There we go. Wall faces hits right where it needs to. And then I'll hit my center of my window to center this window, and it's dead on if you want to check. So make sure you zoom in there and look. I should be right on the end of this instead of inside of it. And you just go around and you can do that. And like this, again, I click on that, and I click on that. And again, you have to click on the window to get there. And you see I'm all the way to the edge, to the center, and this one should be 6 foot. Click on this one, and this one, between this and this one, centers of them, it should be 3, 6. So just go around after you get all the windows put in, and then get them all laid out. And I put windows down here, but that's not windows, that's garage doors. So I'll delete those out. But you can see how I was coming up with those, and there should have been some windows over here too. So make sure that you get all of the windows in and get them all measured according to this this print that we have in front of us, this right here. Okay? So now I can put my garage doors in next if I want to. And again, I'll go in here and I'll check out and see what I got. Garage doors, double raised with side lights, overhead sectional flush. So click on that. And I want to save as. I'll put it in my desktop and hit save. And now open it up, and it'll open up in here. Just load into project and close. It's a good way to do it. I can come down here and just plot it in. Just like that. Align. Catch there. Catch that. Catch that. Come out here. I can actually click on the door itself. Click on this. 8. And I can click on this one. And here's between those. That's 12. Boom. They're in there. No problems. And the same thing goes with over here putting in your doors. We take a peek at like this number 2, these single flush doors, 36 by 80. Just go back in here. 30, and these are single flush doors. You can come in here, single entry, single panel. I'm assuming that's what that is. We'll save as. We'll put on desktop, single panel 4, and open it. And when it pops open, it'll show you what the door is. So I hit load into project, and now I want to put, and I need to go over here and see, there's a single flush, 36 by 80, and I can go in here, and when I put the door in, it's just like what we did on that other one. Just click, and once you get in, you can actually take and tell it which way that you want it to do, and flip it around like that. It's got that big tag on it. You can actually grab those tags and move it. I got my scale blowed up so I can see this. Typically, we probably do this in 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. You see how much smaller they are? I was just doing that so you could see those. And this would be right up against it like that. So again, measurement on that one, you click that, and 2, basically that's right on the money. And you want to put one on the other side as well, so you just go back into door, and you guys know the song and dance here. Put that in, escape a few times, click on your door, turn it around, and put all of those in there, okay? And I'll show you a couple more things here. Like, I want to put an elliptical arch in this thing, because it does have one here, and it's got 2 down here. Instead of doors and windows, you have to hit component, place a component, and we do have those already in here. Now we can use the ones in that we have loaded up if you want to. Let me go back out of here. Let's see here. Opening elliptical arch, click on that. We do have it. I want to save it. I want to show you all a trick here. I can actually go into Rivet now and go to a component. Again, architecture component, load family, and you can do it this way instead of doing it the way we've been doing it. We've been opening it up and sending it to the project. If you've got a couple projects open, it might not send it to the right one. So what I do in here is just go, again, architecture component, and I come over into the modify place components, load family up, and instead of looking in here in this, I can go to my desktop where I have it saved, and I should have it in here somewhere, and here it is, opening elliptical arch, and OK. And when I do that, and now I can put my arches in, and the one up here is 36 by 84. So I click, it's in. Down here, I got to change those because they are a little bigger, 60 by 84. It's pretty good size arches. So I click, and those are always shown by their hidden lines. That's how you see those. So all you have to do, again, just click and use those temporary dimensions. You can pull that down there, click on your little bubble there, your grip, to the center, click on this, and that one is 4/6, both sides, and there's no way that's 4/6. Oh, I know what's going on. Click on it, and this should be to this side, and that would be 4/6. That looks a little better, doesn't it? I can use my align tool to do the other side. Just catch that, and then come over and catch that. Lines them right up. This one up here, I can click on it. It says 4/6 from the center, 4 space 6. Boom, there you go. And if you want to put this door in down here, again, this one, according to the print, it's a big one. It's a number 3 double raised panel with side lights. We got that one on here too. Double panel with side lights, double raised panel with side lights, and I can actually open it instead of saving somewhere, and I can load it right into the project. If you've got them like that, that's a quick way of doing it. Just come down here and bing, bang, boom. And right there is dead center of it, and that's where you want. Well, I think so. Let me click on it and see. This one says it will be on the outside 7, so it's dead on. So go all the way around and put all this stuff in there. And if we want to look at it in 3D, we can. It's kind of cool. You start looking inside of all this. You see our elliptical arches. You can see our doors that we're getting in there. So, and back over here is our windows. And we might have to do a few things with our windows a little bit later. We might have to get the seals to the right height. They look like they're a little low, but we'll check that out as we go forward into the next lesson. So if you have any questions, let me know.